Hello. Welcome to Unauthorized Media. Hey, we're going to be talking about the NBA playoffs, more specifically, the finals. We're arrived up on the finals where Golden State is down one game to the stinking Boston Celtics. Now,
He's a Lakers fan, folks.
Now listen, I love me some Jason Tatum. I love Big Al. Way back when he used to play for Florida. I respect Jaylen Brown, but I'm torn. I'm so torn. Because I hate the Celtics. I absolutely hate. I can't stand their asses. I hate the Celtics. Being a Lakers fan, I hate the Celtics. Like, for real. But
So, like, from birth, were you a Lakers fan?
I was an MJ fan, the original MJ. Well, he's actually EJ, but Magic fan. I'm like, people say Kobe Bryant the greatest Laker. I say, blank all that crap. Magic.
He will not cuss. He refused. I said fuck in our last video, and he just looked at me. You know?
Magic is the original OG for the Lakers.
Is that movie out yet? The Magic Johnson movie on HBO?
I don't know.
I mean, that's supposed to be a really good movie. Chauncey Riley's in it, but he actually plays a serious character. It should be pretty good.
Hadn't heard about it.
Yeah, no, it's about the Lakers-Celtics rivalry. It's supposed to be great. If you guys haven't watched it, check it out on HBO, I do believe. But
yeah.
Talking about the game 2 nights ago, last night, man. We're doing this podcast on the 4th.
First of all, I was on the spiel. How you gonna cut me?
Yeah, we were done with it.
No,
I was over it. I was over your Lakers rant.
No. I'm still on it because the Lakers should have chose Jason Tatum and number 2 overall.
I thought we were supposed to be talking about like the game.
This is at least partially about it. Let him finish.
I'm hurt to see Jason Tatum in the finals 7 years later because it could have been LeBron James, Jason Tatum, and freaking Anthony Davis.
Instead, the Lakers didn't even make the playoffs.
Give him a moment. I think he's gonna cry.
All right.
Damn.
So how do you feel that the Celtics are in the championship game and the Lakers didn't even make the playoffs?
Well, it's all this Coach Udoka. I hope that's his name. He's a phenomenal person from what I've heard. And
The new head coach, right?
Yeah, the new head coach. Because Brad Stevens couldn't get it done. Everybody knew Brad Stevens was that guy. It's good that he took the GM role. He's more of an overseer than he is a head coach. And man, he's preaching defense. And the second half of the season, you see when it finally clicked for him, they took off, and they hasn't stopped up until now. Them guys play defense. They get the ball, they put the ball in place it needs to be put, and you have guys like Al Horford and Jaylen Brown and even Derek White who plays their position and their role accordingly, and it makes a world of a difference. Anytime you have a guy like Derek White coming off the bench and your offense don't miss a beat, it's key.
Right.
And then you have Big Rob coming back from the meniscus. I think it was a meniscus tear he had early on in the playoffs.
Meniscus is part of your knee, for people that don't know. It basically holds your kneecap onto your knee.
He was fucked up.
Yeah, it was a knee injury or somewhere around there. And see him come back and battle through it, and see him give him valuable minutes and rebounds and second chance points is good, man. It might sound like I'm a hater. I'm just quite jealous because my Lakers are in shambles from the top to the bottom, and then you see these guys, man. Let's
talk about the game. So we were looking at stats earlier, man, and 40 points from the Celtics in the fourth quarter. I don't know if that's a record for points in a quarter, but that is quite a lot. Staggering number. I really want to know what the percentage was, their shooting percentage in the fourth quarter. I'm sure that's something interesting. It had to be over 40%, I think, as a team to make that many points. That's just ridiculous. Like, it just absolutely insane. And then we saw that, Golden State, going into the fourth quarter, was winning, or in the fourth quarter sometime, they were winning by 14 points, something like that. And then to lose by 12, in the fourth quarter, Golden State only scored 16 points. That was their lowest scoring quarter. They have got to do something to combat that.
Man, but look at this. They shot 51.2% from the game, from three,
for the game.
or for the game.
Yeah, that's
overall,
staggering.
And then
Free throws, they went 13 for 16, which is also a pretty good number.
their field goal percentage overall for the whole game is 50.
Over 50%. So that's what I'm saying in the fourth quarter. So their numbers in the fourth quarter had to be 40, 45, 46% shooting, because that's insane.
You want to know something fun? They lost
The points off turnovers.
off
yeah.
turnover.
That's insane. Completely insane. Assists too. They lost assists.
Man,
No, they won assists. I'm sorry. I thought they said they won assists. So it's just ridiculous, man.
but they did win the defensive
Tied in
rebound.
rebounds. They tied in rebounds.
They
though.
tied in rebounds, but you look at the difference between the
offensive rebounds are important though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Getting those second chance opportunities.
If we're going to say to out rebound them on
If you got
offensive,
Draymond Green though, he's just a rebounding machine for Golden State.
I mean, if you're
I
shooting more
would
than
say
me,
he's a rebounding
like,
machine. But
literally it doesn't matter if you I'm putting up 50% of my shots. You can get all my rebounds if you're not making yours. When
That's
you go
true.
down that court, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. You can get all the offensive rebounds you want.
But Draymond has to step his game up, like I was saying earlier, off screen. 2 points is ridiculous, Draymond. 2 points.
come on, man.
You could have
Come on,
something in the
man.
fourth quarter. You could have drawn a foul, something. I'm sure you were in bonus. I watched a little bit of the game in the fourth quarter. I was wearing a bonus. Did nothing.
I mean, the rest let you play on that. They let y'all actually go through. It was the least amount of whistles I've seen in an NBA game in a long time. So the drawing the foul thing, I don't know where you was going. You got to figure out in the first quarter what they're going to do about that.
Man,
But they kind of let y'all play this time.
So do you remember early in the game when it was very close? He had a break. He had a fast break down the court. He did all this stuff to get to the basket, and he just missed.
Just
I was just
missed.
like, what the F? You was better off just turning around and passing to one of your shooters and let them shoot the dog about. But for your ass to do like all that, I was like, man, come on. Draymond Green. Now, listen, I'm going to say this.
You panicked.
I respect Draymond Green.
I like his
to a point.
personality. I think he's a funny person.
But at the same time, sometimes he talking out the side of his neck. Sometimes I be like, just shut up, because especially when he does his podcast after games, it's kind of like he start making excuses. I'm like, come on, man. Everybody looked at the game. You had millions of people looking at the game.
Packed house.
packed house.
There's no excuse for the way you played. We know what type of guy you are. The primary ball handler for the team. You facilitate. The offense literally runs through you. You get everybody involved. Nobody talking.
I think he only had 3 assists too, which is not normal Draymond.
That's true. That's fair.
Not normal Draymond. Usually 6-7 assists.
So I mean, it's just Steph needed help. He didn't get no
Steph
help.
had 36 points, something like that.
Yeah.
He did not have a lot of help at all.
Means you was by yourself.
Yeah, basically, I think, and also we were talking about Klay Thompson. He only had 14 points, something like that. It's like, Klay, you gotta step your game up.
So
dude.
I'm gonna give Klay Thompson the benefit of the doubt when it comes to this year.
Also,
Next
game
year,
1.
No. I'm gonna give it because this is a return year back from having the torn Achilles and the torn ACL or something like that.
But you saw him against the Mavericks, man, and he was lighting it up.
His average was around 15 to 20.
Which is more than 12.
He had 15.
When did he come back?
This is his first year back.
Yeah. This is his first year back. But when did he come? He came back at the beginning of the
entire
year.
playoffs. No, not the beginning of the year, but he came back I know he's been playing the entire playoffs, so I don't.
Yeah, I know
I
that.
don't give him
But
an excuse. I literally don't.
But you have
Turn
to. You
up.
have to because he ain't the same player he used to be.
Turn up.
Prior to, especially when you tear your Achilles and then you tear your ACL or whatnot. Those are 2 devastating years. He sat out 2 years. I'm gonna give him to next year. Now, if he continues to average 15, 20, I'm cool with that. He ain't gonna be the defender he used to be, which is unfortunate because I think he was one of the best.
Well, they have to get another second.
Poole needs to step up in that part.
Exactly. You have to have Poole to step. When you have 25.
Well, then you need to switch. You need to take
No.
and sit Klay down.
No. You will be a fool to do. Anybody I tell you will be a fool to make that.
The
move.
thing is, Klay, you can get your pass when the season is done. When the season is done, we can say, hey, we're not going to say that you washed up, we're gonna give you some time. You know, you had an
Just getting
injury.
back, you
We'll give
know.
you some time. But here, right now, when we're in the playoffs, all I can do is say, I need you to do something.
Yeah.
He is. He's giving them what he can do.
They
He
had
do
3
play.
rebounds and 3 assists. Or
He
5
do
assists.
play defense. He played solid defense. He's
Yeah,
not
he had 0
to,
steals.
but at the same time, he ain't giving them BS minutes though.
Yeah, but he had
giving
0
them-
steals, no blocks. How can you say he's playing good defense?
He,
0 steals, no
because
blocks.
defense is more than just steals and blocks though.
Well, yeah, yes, obviously.
Well, when you say crazy crap like that, defense goes beyond numbers though. When like Marcus Smart, we're gonna talk about Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart is defense goes beyond numbers because he would take away, he'll do little things to take away your primary ball handle. And
Or your avenues and stuff like that.
it would never show up on the stats. So, but he won Defensive Player of the Year because the people who actually watch it sees what he's doing. It don't show up. It don't always show up
Yeah.
on the stats.
I agree with that 110%.
So
but at the same
when you say
time,
stuff like that, you sound foolish. So,
But numbers don't lie.
but it don't tell us the whole story though.
No, you're right. They don't tell the whole story. But numbers don't lie.
But when you say stuff like that, you gotta be careful with what you're saying because you're saying that he just tore his Achilles and his ACL and he's came back mid-season and now he's in the playoffs, still providing you with enough.
But I feel like Jordan Poole can provide more.
Jordan Poole ain't that guy, Steph, like not like Steph, but like Clay is. Clay,
You're literally saying Clay's not that guy right now.
I'm
what
not
I'm saying
asking.
is Clay's giving you.
I'm not
what
asking
he's
for more
done.
Poole. I'm not asking Clay to do something different. The fact of the matter is, Clay was not brought in for your defensive strengths. You were brought in to
As
be a
shooter.
scorer.
Yeah.
So if you can't score, that's why we're saying, hey, you got to pick it up. You got to be able to score. I love that you can play defense because you need to. Basketball, you're on both sides of the court. You can't do just one unless you're James Harden, and we're all going to talk about you.
We're just gonna talk
But
shit.
at the same time, I was like, you're doing great on defense. But at the same time, clearly Steph needs help. So
Well,
you
we
or
also-
Draymond got to get in there and say, hey, we going to help.
Well, we also need to look at the other guys that's on the court and on the
Yep.
bench. Because even Andrew Wiggins provided 20 points.
Yeah, good for Andrew. But I was also
Andrew
saying,
Wi-
that
Andrew
Looney had
Wiggins-
2 points, man.
But we don't expect Looney to get
I expect
much.
5. I expect 5.
We expect 22 rebounds out of Looney. And
He had
gonna
11,
give you-
I think. He
and
had
he's
11
gonna
last
give
night.
you
Very impressive.
7, 8, 9
He had 8 assists.
offensive rebounds.
Yeah, and then, or,
Like, we don't expect him to score. They didn't bring him back to score. He's a perimeter, guy. Like, he's the Tyson Chandler of that team when Dallas won that championship way back
Right,
then.
yeah.
He plays his role perfectly.
but I think he had 20, what was it, 22 minutes, something like
Well,
that.
the problem
2 points.
is I feel like because they lost, we're coming down real hard on y'all, saying, hey, all of you need to step it up. But the main problem is y'all were winning this game. You were up. You were fine. Everything was going fine till about halfway through the fourth. And then it looked like a game of 21 where one guy yelled, hey, he got 18.
Yeah.
Hey, he got 19.
Yeah.
And then you fell apart. You weren't hitting
Well,
nothing.
can
You weren't stopping
Okay,
nothing.
so
You were-
what can we give more credit? Can we stop talking down about the Golden State players and give more credit to what the Boston Celtics did on offense?
Not on
More
defense. On defense,
no,
they shut down to
on
13
defense.
points.
Mhm.
Shut
On
down Golden
defense, can we
State.
give what they was doing? Because it goes back to what I was saying previous on how Coach Adoku changed the game, like with that team. How
Yeah.
mid-season they start to really lock in defensively, and you see how their whole team changed
Yep.
outside after that, and now they're in the NBA Finals. So, and it goes, man. You look at them series after series after series they play.
They've gotten better.
They've gotten better
Every time it's gotten
Every
better.
time. And my boy Jay Tatum only had 12, but when it's time for him to come up, man, he steps up big time. And then Big Al Horford is amazing. Don't ever sleep on Big Al.
He had 20 plus points, didn't
Yes.
he? Yeah, I think he had almost 30.
And then you had Derek White coming off the bench. The guy that like Jordan Poole should have been.
Yeah.
Like, he had 20 plus points. Then you had Marcus Smart. He had a couple of points.
Yeah, I think he had like 16, something like that. Yeah. But that's I feel like that is a difference between the Golden State and the Celtics. Is that I feel like the Celtics have a deeper bench. You know what I mean? And I also like When was the last? How long has it been since Boston won a championship? When was the last time? Like 2000 and.
Since KG jumped on the bench and said, anything is possible.
Right. Was it like 2006, 2007, something like that?
Something like that. No, maybe 2009, I want to say. Was it 2009?
I know it was a minute ago.
Yes,
we're talking like over 10 years ago. So, like, I feel like Boston really, really wants the championship, and and if Boston wins this championship, they are tied for most championships won with the Lakers. So, like, I feel like they're hungry. They're real hungry, but I don't think that Steph Curry is going to give it up that easy.
Oh, no.
I don't think that Stephen Kerr is going to just let this happen. He's not going to. Stephen Kerr, as a coach and a player, has more championships than anyone else right now. He won with the Bulls.
No. You talking about as a head coach?
I'm talking as a coach and a player.
Combining them both.
I don't know, Pat Riley. No, Pat Riley got one. He got a couple with.
Talk into your microphone and louder.
Nah, he's thinking right now. It's fine, bro.
Okay, you might be right. You're right.
So he won. I think he won 4 with the Bulls, and now he's won 4 with Golden State.
Did he win 4? Yeah. No, he won. He got 3.
3 with the Bulls.
Three
Okay.
with the Bulls.
He three-peated with the Bulls.
Yes.
Yeah, he was on the 3-peat team. So he 3-peated with the Bulls, and now he's won 4 with Golden State.
Yes.
So 7 championships.
No. 3 with Golden State.
3 with Golden State. Okay, so 6
Remember,
championships.
he got 2 without KD, and KD came.
Right.
And they got 1 with KD.
So he's got 6 championships right now. And then, I mean, the only person I feel like that might be able to beat him is if, if Tom Brady becomes a coach, then obviously,
I think he's
I already
a terrible
won.
coach.
you really do?
Yeah.
Fox already signed that man to
Another year contract?
No, Fox signed that man to a
Fox.
Yeah, Fox.
Yeah.
He got one hell of a deal.
I bet he did, man. He's going to be a decent announcer. I'm sure a lot of people are going to watch, especially over in the East Coast. I'm sure a lot of people in the East Coast are going to be tuning in to watch Tom Brady. But back to basketball. So I don't think Golden State's going to roll over, obviously. I think Golden State's going to come back. I don't know if they're definitely going to win in Golden State.
Tomorrow night.
I think they're going to win in Golden State. So...
The Garden gonna be live.
It's gonna be so
The Garden gonna be
Garden
live.
Week's really live, but I think it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna go down to Game 7 for sure.
Celtics in 7.
Celtics in 7.
Celtics in 7.
I don't know.
Can you say the Celtics are going to win as a? Because I think the Celtics are going to win too. I honestly do.
Man, like I told you, I'm torn. Like I really tell you, I really.
Don't listen to your heart. Listen to your head.
I really.
He doesn't want to answer, so Celtics in 6.
Man, honestly.
Celtics in 4.
I don't give no sweep for you. I don't give you a sweep.
If I'm really gonna make a decision, I don't see it going past 6. Like for either team, I think it's gonna
Interesting.
be. Yeah, I think it ends at 6, regardless of who wins. And the reason I say, especially if Golden State can still win in Boston, I think if they have to go back to Golden State, and with them having that lead in the 4th, I don't see Golden State having another 4th.
That's the first time in the playoffs they've given up the lead in the 4th quarter.
I don't see them having a collapse like that in the 4th quarter.
I'm sorry. A double point lead,
Like,
a double digit
really.
lead in the 4th quarter. That's the first time in the playoffs.
It's one of those rarities that you don't see often.
Yeah, especially from Golden State.
So we'll see. I could be wrong, but we'll see. I did pick Miami to win, but Miami got banged up, and then Jason Tatum and the crew took them out. So
I picked the Suns to win. Shows you what I know about basketball.
So, but yeah,
I think Brody also picked.
I think I went with Miami when we first talked about it.
Yeah, but we said Miami and Boston were going to be playing against each other, so we did give. I said it was going to be Boston and the Suns.
Say Boston and the Suns?
I said Boston and the Suns is what I said.
I didn't give a prediction for who else was playing. I just know I said Miami.
yeah, I said Miami overall.
Because we both said Suns, but I didn't trust you, so I went to Miami.
That did happen, yeah.
So.
All right,
But
well,
stay tuned. I mean, I think it's important that if Golden State loses in the Chase Center tomorrow night,
it might be over.
It might be over.
Yeah,
in 5.
it might be over in 5.
It might be over.
Yeah, I think you're going to get at least your one. You'll pull a Mavs and get one and make us watch another game.
Man. And like I said, man, I'm a huge Jason Tatum fan. I love Jason Tatum so much. And
You just hate the jersey he wears.
I just heard the jersey. But if they win, man, hats off to Coach Udoka and that crew, that coaching staff, man, they deserve it. Period.
Yeah, the way they
I
turned
just-
around that team.
Man, the way they turned around that team and the guys they got, I mean, I can't be mad at them for winning. I still hate the Celtics, but I can't be mad at those.
So how do
those
you
players.
feel the Lakers get a new coach?
We'll see. Yeah, I think it's not a. I don't think it's a coaching. I don't think it was a coaching problem. I think it was
It's a
a
Russell
management-
Westbrook
Or at least
problem.
not just the
Yeah.
It's a
coaching.
Russell Westbrook problem.
See, I think it was more of a management problem.
Okay.
I think if we're gonna talk about that, I think
And another video, obviously. We're just gonna.
it was LeBron James and AD tried to take on more than they thought they could. Tried to stick their nose in the GM realm too much, and they asked for somebody, they got him, and it didn't work out. So that's what happens. And I think Rob Pelinka should have said, "Hell no, stay in your place," like Pat Riley used
Stay in your lane.
Like Pat Riley used to tell LeBron when he was in Miami, "Stay in your lane. We got this. We're gonna surround you with the guys we know that can play with you."
Right.
And like I said, they should pull the trigger on. They had a chance of getting DeMar DeRozan, who was playing at all-star level this year. They had an opportunity to get Buddy Hill
They
and
could
a
have
couple of guys.
drafted Jason Tatum.
Well, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
We're talking about this year, though. We specifically talking about this year. They had a chance to get Buddy Hill and a couple of guys from Sacramento that could have helped the bench, as well as they could have kept and re-signed a couple of guys that left, like the guy, what's his name, Caruso and a couple of guys like Caruso and several of those guys, instead of making that trade to we get Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, well, that's it. That's it for this video. Y'all stay tuned. We love y'all. Y'all take care. We look forward to making more content, more videos for y'all the next time. Till then, have a blessed day.